Hi, this is Beezy Rieger, and I'm continuing what I agreed to do, the deep dive weekend. Yeah, I'm doing that, but also recording parts of it. Um, and this one's actually about frustration and giving my word and agreeing and having that pull me through, push me through to the other side of things. So I did, it seems like months ago, but I did yesterday, no, I did Friday, a video of grounding with Gaia. And I had a lovely walk by the Sauk River and talked a little bit about the place and how I like to ground with Gaia, and then took some footage as Keegan and I were walking along slowly. And it was a lovely time, and I had hoped it would be a lovely video to take a tree bath for you. And it was plagued by, after the fact, all sorts of technical issues. And so the videos showed up, and then when I transferred them to the computer, they didn't show up. Anyways, a whole host of things. And I chuckled. I thought, well, this isn't meditative. This isn't relaxing. Why am I doing this? And people don't want to look at this. And, the whole, Smarmy he was rumbling, and he was tap dancing and cha-cha-chaing, and, and I was right there, a little bit spinning with him. So I stopped, and I thought, frustrated much. And look at all the excuses to back out of an agreement that you made with me. And my word is my bond, so that's important to me. And this isn't accurate to say, but it paints a little bit of a feeling that that trust and that bond is so deep with my soul that when I am asked, as I was, would I share, because a lot of these are crunchy, difficult moments. And for me, I think the most difficult part is that usually when I'm doing a video or a conversation or something like that, it's with the sheer intention of giving, and the focus being on expansive flow from me to you, and for you. And this is, I can't believe I'm going to say this. It's supposed to be all about me, but I don't like that. So that's even hard, and that's the frustration part. Anyway, so this whole dance is going on, and I'm thinking, I just bag it, doesn't matter. And then I stopped, and I thought, then that short circuits, disrupts everything that you've not only in this instance agreed to do, but since it's all in the moment, there is no past, present, or future. It has, an electrical, elastistical, that's not a word, but there you go, elastic effect in, quote unquote, all sorts of different directions. And as I sat with that for a couple moments, I thought, okay, and tried some more things on the technical end, thought about, even though it was later, actually it was the next morning when I had gone back to try more technical things with the videos, taking another walk there, happy to do that. Did I start all over again? Did I somehow incorporate part of it? Anyways, all sorts of iterations. And as I went through this, I know this, I've experienced this, I've done lesser dances with this. But this one was quite lovely in that giving my word and going through the difficulties, well, I'm going through a lot of difficulties this weekend and dealing with a lot of stuff. Those are whole other videos. But in doing this, not only for me, but putting it into the collective, is that commitment to oneself, that trust, that honoring, and the gift that it gives is so expansive because it shows new light, it sheds new light on things. It the thought occurred, and then kind of evidence flooded in with that these technical difficulties and this frustration was not correct, but along the lines of was intentional and was the point and was the journey and was the test and the proving. And there's lots of ways I held it and danced with the conversation around it. And in moving through that, in keeping that commitment, and it shifted a lot of things. It, hold and cemented a lot of things, and it expanded a whole bunch of things so that on the one hand, the frustration was still there, but I was lighter, I was more expansive, I was more enthusiastic. And once again, probably the 100 millionth time in my journey in this embodiment so far, that it just reiterated that giving your word and keeping it, especially in that trust bond, in that delicious friendship bond with your soul, opens up such vistas and such possibilities and such tangible results that you could never have kind of played the chess moves and seen that ahead of time. Even in an expansive, wide open aperture state, unless you're already at the furthest aperture out. And the very act of that trusting, the very act of moving through the frustration or whatever it is, the very act of doing it anyways, going, the way out is through. Shifts so much. So it did for me, and the video still is mostly crap because it didn't codex properly and render properly, so the on-camera part is fine, but when I was trying to show you the lovely tree bath, it's got some jerky movements, which is not at all restful, but I was told to let it fly, so I did, and I went through the whole process, and I'm actually very grateful that I did, and I'm glad, and I'm surrounded by hummies right now, and glad that I did, and it was a big piece of the puzzle that I'm working through and exploring, which has come home. I had an inkling of it before, but it's come home is not only personal to me, but essential for the collective. So, anyways, here I am agreeing what I agreed to do and enjoying the hummies around and see if there's anything there for you. I love you.